I tend to do that a lot. I really kill my momentum.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't power slide enough. You know, power slide isn't everything in that situation, but I think it contributes to it.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same end result. Like this, even now that you say it, I know this. This is a power slide turn. I would have maybe even grabbed the pad that's a bit more down there and power slid in place. See what I mean? And instead you did that fat turn over there. Because I kind of want to be on this line. Let's say get a quick turn and shoot. Because if you end up there, it's gonna be a long way to get back to the front post. You couldn't in that situation, but too close. Like, you don't need to be there. If he has a bad touch, teammate's gonna play it, which is what happened. But when he played it, he balled you. You're just too close.
Yeah, if that wasn't the end of the game, it would have been a loss.
Yeah, no, I'm just worried about the lack of fast aerial here.
Yeah, especially going backwards like that. My fast aerial is terrible.
Yeah, that was a double jump aerial. That's why I don't touch this ball. It's all yours. There's no reason why not all of this is yours. This pad, this ball, this boost, it's all yours. There's nobody in the screen. And you ended up having just a ball. Oh no, you got the pad. But if he doesn't have boost, imagine same situation, but you have that boost. Okay? So he can't be there.
You mind if we look at his perspective on that? Because there's clearly something he did right that I didn't.
He flipped.
I thought he was out of the play. He got to that fast as hell.
Oh, he's the guy from kickoff. He got bumped a bit, landed with power slide, speed flipped right away. And you didn't go for the boost, so... And then he still had momentum and got there.
So he did what I should have done, pretty much.
Yep. Because here, if you flip, even if he flips, he never beats you. You're miles in front of him. And you have more momentum. You're supposed to have more momentum and everything. Like, you beat him to this ball every day. To the boost and ball. Because basically, what I would have liked, if I go back here... is that... Hey, Lisa Collier. Is that you get a speed flip to get your car like this-ish, going this way, as the ball's going here, to hit the ball there, and get the boost, and get the ball. More towards, like, behind him, because he's going to be coming this way, trying to get the boost from you. Right?
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna show it to you now, because I saw Miro in chat and it made me realize that it's something that he told me recently, a few months ago, and it changed my life. If I go no, not settings, change mode, training, custom. Why are they all hidden? I don't have my... because the old servers are pooped. Might be this one. not this one.
Oh yeah, the servers are done. I can't even do training packs.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in free play. So, even if you have a bouncing ball, okay, if you flip into the ball, it's gonna roll up the wall.
Yeah.
Like here. Flip it like that, and then you can chip it and do your aerial stuff. So basically in that, I wanted that pre-flip to roll it on the wall and then be able to go for it again. You would have a boost ball rolling on the wall, perfect setup. But yeah, you told me to flip the opposite way. Yeah. Okay, Miro's being pain in the bum hole. So he was saying that basically you want to flip away from the ball. See how I shot the ball left by flipping right? Like here, I would flip away. It wasn't a great one, but by flipping away from it, it gives you space to like recover and get your angle to then attack it off the wall type thing.
Yeah. I see.
And yeah, to be honest, if you just fight a bit more with the mid boost, I think you win more games.
I'm gonna start incorporating that. For sure.
Eventually, you're gonna face some resistance though, and you're gonna need to learn when to give up. But for now, you were always first. Total.
You know, it's another thing too. I don't really have too much confidence on my setup when it comes to going for wall plays.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious. You don't go for solo plays.
No. I am not too threatening.
The thing
into when I have space, like let's say I'm playing ones, I can maybe go for something. But
yeah. But the thing is, you need to take the occasions that are given to you, because if they're all the same players, those three, and we want you to be better, it's you're gonna need to score that extra goal or to make that extra save that they wouldn't do at this level, or else you're waiting for the games that it's your teammate that's better than the lobby, and you won't win those close games where your teammate is not able to make the difference.
Yeah.
To make, you need to take your opportunity. It doesn't mean to be like, oh, I'm only going for solo plays. No, you take shots. You need to, when the ball is controllable, you need to take control of the ball and try to make something good out of it. It doesn't mean scoring. Sometimes it's just stealing a boost or getting a bomb on your rotation or something like that. But it means playing the game right. Like, so here, you took off right away. Why? What are you gonna do with that ball?
No clue.
You're gonna hit it in the side wall and get that perfect skim side wall reel. It's the only thing you can do with this ball, or give it to them.
If I were to tell you that that's exactly what was going through my mind at the time, would you believe me?
In fact, exactly, you would be surprised the amount of platinum players that think like that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna sidewall read it. But he has platinum on the other side. So most likely,
if an SSL freestyle montage, I got inspired.
If he jumps for this ball, it's unlikely that he puts it on net, or it's unlikely that he puts it on net with power. You know, what's going to be dangerous is if he ends up catching it and then setting up something. So yeah, I would have just hung out just a bit more. Maybe you could have gotten to the other side of the ball and then go for something towards the net. It's just he flipped away and you burnt all your boost to give him a free ball off his backboard. He gave it back to your teammate because you're in champion 3, but you need to see that coming. Here, you need to dodge this. And it's pretty obvious that he's gonna shoot it backboard and then he's coming for a bump to let his teammate score. You need to dodge that. Because you don't need to get to that ball that fast because he's far, right? And you seem to have noticed that is that you didn't factor in the other guy.
Yeah.
Almost got you again. See, there it's different. There, I beat him to this ball, towards this boost. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that it's dangerous, but this is a scoring opportunity. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying, Sarah. Because here, you, especially with this lame jump, like just, you know, speed flip into this ball when it's like here.
Yeah.
And bring it this way and get a play off the wall.
For sure. So
I think it's gonna be to change your mind into more of a possession game. And here, I don't like your positioning too close. Like, you should be on the back boost when he jumps. You're just 2 car lengths too close all the time. And when he hits it, because look at that beautiful ball that gave you. But you had to run away because you were too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, good patience. Again. What is he gonna do? Like, think about it. If you come slowly and expect him to touch the ball, if he does nothing, you're gonna take the ball and go. And if he does something, it's just gonna roll up the wall, and you go up the wall and you go. You kind of challenge something that's not dangerous when he really wanted to give you the ball, but then you were too close when it happened, and that's what he used.
I think I started autopiloting at that point. Like,
Likely.
Yeah. The more the game continued, the more I started. You can even see I'm just like, yeah, like you said, I'm a bit too close to almost every play.
Yeah. Here,
I'm chasing a bit more.
Here it's like you need to give it to him. I don't care that it doesn't have boost. You shoot it basically towards the corner over there. And he could be able to take a shot on that.
Yeah.
Yo, he just took the I think autopilot is the good way of saying it. Like here, we didn't see him, but he got the back boost. Do you know what I mean? We got the information that he got the back boost, even though we don't.
And I think I go and I look at it.
And you still go.
Back, and then I still go.
Yep. And then you're kind of surprised it's not there.
I see it right there, and I still go for it. I'm like, wait, hold on. Yeah. I can even see to myself I'm autopiloting here.
See? That I like.
Even accepted I was going to lose the game.
Sorry?
At this point. I said, I think I even accepted I might have even lose the game at this point.
Oh, yeah. That is so deadly. I do that sometimes, and I hate myself for it. Hi, Dragonfly. This, which you did, this whole thing, that's what I want more of. Okay. Here, like you screwed up, you could have gotten scored there. But then you're like, oh, okay, he's far. He's coming, but he's far, so I'm gonna shoot the ball towards the boost, get the boost, and keep possession of the ball. And if he wants it, he can come and 50 me, right?
Yeah.
You didn't boom the ball away. Like your touch could have been lighter and stuff, but now you have more boost than he does, and your teammate has a free ball. Good, job done. Well, your teammate didn't want to for some reason. It's fine. Yeah, great. I like the pause here. Remember when I told you the other play that you drove towards the guy that was gonna give the ball to you?
Yeah.
You didn't do it here. You know, you didn't just go towards the ball. You're like, well, if you want to hit it this way, I'll take it. And then you went, oh, you don't want to hit it, and then you shot it on net. So that was more, you know, in reaction to what was in front of you. See now that because I just looked at the notes that I had taken before we started. Advanced mechanic and timing, we saw it, it was obvious. Boost pickups, you know where your boost pickups are missing? From kickoffs.
Where? That's what that is? Makes sense.
Well, there's what, 4 times that I told you that you had to flip and get that mid boost and you didn't? And it's the 4 boosts that you were missing. Maybe you were missing 5 or whatever, but you get what I mean? You get those 4 boosts, those 4 full boosts with ball control off the wall, and you have just basic air dribble. You make them forfeit halfway through the game. Most likely.
Yeah.
Game sense wise, unless I'm forgetting something, the only thing I can remember is you tend to be a bit too close and you're struggling with observation, like taking the information and be like, oh, he's hitting it there and it's gonna give me the ball back. Like, why would I go? You just, you know, let him give you the ball if he's gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you seem, oh, I think that's what's happening. So up until champion, if you look at your teammate, good things happen. That's how you rotate. You know how to rotate and how to play and stuff like that. But when we want to get that jump towards GC, looking at teammates is not enough anymore, because we have opponents that are competent on the other side. And we can't just put balls on net and they're going to poop the bed and let it go in. So we need to look at the opponents as well. And I think that's what's missing a bit. It seems to be a bit of... I had that problem. I've been working on it for since November. I used to play with blinders on and just go fast, always. And what happened is at higher level, I just ended up giving the ball away over and over again. And it wouldn't work. At some point, there's a limit to how fast you can play. Your car won't go faster. And when I started watching other players, looking at them, I was like, oh, dude, he's so far. I'm just going to push the ball. You push the ball, and he decides to challenge you, but way too late. They double commit, and you get a good 50, and your teammate scores. You know, the game becomes so much easier when you look at opponents, because you can tell what they want to do, and then you can evaluate whether it's dangerous or not. At first, you're gonna be like, oh, that's not dangerous, and then he's gonna have the perfect double tap, and then you don't know if you made a mistake or there's an adjustment period. but
Yeah.
it's a skill that you need to work on. And mechanics
A lot of
wise, sorry, go.
a lot of the times in my games, you know, I get used to a certain type of player, and then the exact opposite comes my next game or
Yep,
something, and sometimes I get stuck thinking of those games as a whole
yep.
instead of individual games versus different players. Like
And
you'll see even in the two games that we played, like the first game that we played very well because I was able to play at my own pace and play off of each other pretty well, and we won
yep,
very comfortably. And then in the second game, those guys were go go go,
yep.
like for every ball. And when
In
it's like
fact,
that,
one of them was go go go, the other was just back and waiting for the basically what I want you to do a bit more in your solo queue game that I was pointing out. He was doing
yeah,
it very well. So the other one was forcing us to get rid of the ball, and our second guy slash first guy wasn't quick enough to be problematic for that second guy. So we ended up just giving the ball away all game, and he punished us because the
yeah,
other one was a monkey.
yep,
And when you get monkeys like that, by the way, take 50s. Just take 50s with them all the time, and then you're gonna attack two versus the other guy. Your teammate's gonna go for a demo, and it's gonna be super easy.
yeah.
Um,
Sometimes I'll think like that, saying like your opponents are competent, teammates are competent, the higher up you go in rank, and that's all good. I think like that a lot too. But then, like I said, there's times where like I'll be shocked that people go for the stuff they go for. I'm like, all right, I should have this ball, and then bam, I get dunked.
yeah, but that's why you need to look. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
It's I get monkeys even in Grand Champion 2. You know, it's just they're much quicker monkeys. You know, so there's no secret. You need to look and you need to play the game that's in front of you, and you need to play the play that's in front of you. Within the game, the play style of the other team's gonna change. If they take the lead, they're gonna stop aping as much. The higher you go, eventually they can play the time. Yeah, Miro is saying there are even monkeys in RLCS. Like there are players that are actually just ultra too aggressive, but the whole team is aware and they play around that fact, and it has pros and it has cons, but it's it's a play style. But they don't destroy all the other pros because they have a monkey on their team. The other teams are looking, and sometimes he's quick enough to challenge stuff that he couldn't, but sometimes he's not, and he just takes himself outside of the play for too long, and his team has to defend the 2v3. But looking is very important. And the other thing is, I want you to develop some mechanics and be like, it's all right, teammate, I got this. See what I mean? And basically, you take the ball, whether it's in the air or on the ground, you need to stop giving the ball away and basically have in mind that I'm going to take the ball and put it in your net. Most of the time, what's going to happen is you're going to beat the first one and get a 50 with the second one or something like that, and then your teammate's going to score the open. And you're just going to smash people. So
I don't have like a go-to. I don't have a go-to when it comes to offense.
Yeah.
You know how most people like they develop like something that they're just very good at.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing. I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
I don't have like that one, ace up my sleeve where I'm like, you know what, I can flick the ball really good, or
Yeah.
I can
At
pretty
your
much
rank,
win. Like,
it used to be ground dribble for me. If I could set up a ground dribble, I was gonna score, It's not bad to not have a go-to, because eventually it's gonna depend on the boost of the other team, their positioning, their momentum, the ball that you have and stuff. So you need to be actually more adaptable. Like you go for an air dribble, but then the guy ends up challenging you weird, so you need to adapt and maybe get a flip reset underneath, even though you wanted to go for an air dribble.
Yeah.
So eventually you need flexibility. I get what you mean, but I think it's gonna come from basically you don't control the ball. Your go-to is to place the ball in position where the other team can't get it. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not an actual control mechanic. But yes, you're gonna have to figure one out. Yeah, so there
Yeah.
you tried to go for something. Like I said, you could have, you could have caught it on the ground, that ball. You could just catch this ball and drive towards him and flick him. I'm pretty sure you can dribble and flick, right?
Uh, yeah. I should be better at it, but I can somewhat do it
So
consistently. That's actually what I've been working on. You gave me a couple of dribble packs. I've been trying to make that my thing, and I practice a lot in ones to catch and
yeah.
flick, pretty much.
Did you see the new training pack that I've been working on?
Which one?
The crazy dribble, the crazy catch pack from Kevpert.
Let me see. Right now the servers are down, so for some reason I cannot see the name
Yeah, I know.
of the ones that I have. I have catch and dribble hard
Yeah,
by
most likely
Lazord.
there's two. I gave you catch and dribbles hard and Biddle's catches.
I don't think I put the code in for that one.
Okay.
And I can't put one in right now because the servers are down.
So it's this one. There's a video on YouTube accompanying it. So obviously I'm not able to do it now. So basically it's to work exactly on catch and dribble, or I probably was telling you that all these catches back, you can actually turn them into an aerial play.
Yeah. Yeah, I throw that in there too when I do these, because they give you a lot of time. It's not like one of those packs where they give you like 1 second and you have to catch it, and the
Yeah.
second it hits the floor, like
Yeah, I don't like those. A bit like for fast aerial, there are packs like the ball's up there and you need fast aerial to it, or the ball's gonna disappear. Like, oh,
yeah,
might as well let me hit the ball and do something with it. Try to practice something else.
yeah,
And like, basically when I'm doing this pack, I'm trying to be honest with myself. Like, okay, let's say I get this catch in game. Is there a way that I beat an opponent with it? That he's not going to challenge me? No. So, I go again. And that one maybe, but my putting it on my car was a bit too long, Yeah, I know it's your training pack log. So yes, this kind of training pack, but I think I would tell you to do some rings map and some general ground dribble maps as well.
yeah,
I think you don't seem ultra fluid in the air. You seem fine for what you have to do, but a bit like I remember that ball on defense that you couldn't jump in time.
yeah,
So these type of balls, like you're gonna have to get to it quicker, to get to jumping earlier.